Hello, my people. LEMFI, the International Money Transfer Service, is here to provide you with a simple and efficient money transfer experience with no fees and the best rate in the industry. If you are in the US, UK, and Canada, LEMFI is here to serve you and help you transfer money to over 21 countries. In all ramifications, they are better than their competitors. We at the Dr. Damages Show are happy to partner with them to satisfy your needs. To that end, anyone who signs up with them using the referral code DOCTOR will get $30 cash back the first time you send $100 or more. From now until July 10th, 2024, LEMFI will enter your name into a raffle draw where you can win an iPhone, Apple Watch, MacBook, gift cards, and others. For an icing on the cake, the first 20 people to use Dr. Damages code DOCTOR will get a signed copy of one of his books, This American Life Safe or Chimamanda, The Adventures of Little Mermaid's African Cousin. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Have you subscribed? Yes, you. Have you subscribed? You. Yeah, before you go, click. It's free. Click. Just that's it. Have you subscribed? You're laughing. Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, madam. Thank you so much. I can see you. We have to get to 100,000 subscribers. By the end of the year, how are we going to do that if you don't subscribe? Yes, you. Yes, you're about to click off. Why? Have you subscribed? It's free. If you don't, ask your son, ask your daughter how to. Just one click. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. Aha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bound in freedom, peace, and unity. Hey, that's so. Oh, yeah. Alright, so compatriots, Nigeria call obey to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve without our might, one nation bound in freedom, in freedom, in freedom, peace and unity. Arise, my people, arise, my
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your geographical location. Thanks for joining me in this impromptu broadcast. It came about after seeing the post on Peter Obi's planned support for the planned nationwide protests. With this change the trajectory of things in the country, we're yet to see. But before we go into details, you can see what's on the screen. The Embassy of Highland Travel Advisory to Irish citizens in Nigeria, and I'm going to read it out for I believe all Irish citizens who are registered with the Nigerian embassy would have gotten this email as well too. However, we're encouraged to share it to any Irish citizen. So if you're an Irish citizen, if you're in Nigeria listening to me, please do not disregard this travel advisory from the embassy. That there is potential for large scale protests throughout Nigeria in the coming days. Protests have the potential to turn violent without warning. Demonstrations can take many forms, including roadblocks, checkpoints, and large congregations. Irish citizens are advised to be vigilant and keep up to date with local development and gatherings. If you become aware of any nearby protests, leave the area immediately and monitor local media for up-to-date information. So please uh, do not disregard this advisory given by the Irish embassy. So I said I should highlight it as they send it to me, and we go from there. Now, some of you are already aware of the news or been informed the news that Peter Obi has gave his backing to the forthcoming protests, nationwide protests in Nigeria, highlighting the suffering and starvation and poverty and lack of concern by the Nigerian government. And I mean, it's right to exercise. We call freedom of speech, and we all know what Nigeria is like. Personally, I am happy that he gave his voice or his backing to it. Something I've been clamoring for long, following the 2023 general election, the outcome, including the court case that never went in the favor of the Labour Party and himself, and how he asked for peace and following on when he came out to say, listen, that ship have sailed, that 23 election have sailed, and let's forget about it. But coming up to give his backing to this protest, it's a welcome news personally for me, and I believe for many other Nigerians as well. I don't speak for them, but I believe it's going to be a welcome news to them as well. So whether it's going to be on the ground of Eagle Square is yet to know. I hope, I wish, I pray, and in all faith I have that he joined the people who are going to protest, where possible, lead the protest himself. It's a peaceful protest. I mean, he's a man of peace. He believes in peace. But we know as Nigeria is, I mean, Showore and Nnamdi Kanu were arrested in the past for such things. Showore was arrested for, they call it treason. Nnamdi Kanu is still in prison till tomorrow, and probably, God forbid, he dies in prison. So Peter Obi is no exception, and that is why the topic is, the thumbnail says, is Peter Obi in danger of being of forest given to the kind of government we Nigerians are dealing with. No respect for human rights and no respect for freedom of speech. You can't express anything. And to the planned protest, we pray, I hope again, that it goes smoothly without violence. I'm not a supporter of violence. This channel does not support violent protests. But the protest is necessary. It's human rights. It's been there from time memorial, and it will forever stay there. And should he get arrested, what will happen? Will it change? Will it add further to the trajectory of things? Probably. We don't know what the government can do. There has been allegation against him recently that he is behind the planned protest, and I think he was suing. I've forgotten his name. Is he or Nanuga or whoever it is, suing him for only God know how much, 50 million or whatever billion naira is suing him for. We don't know where that case will lead. Whether the case will see the light of the day, we go through our so-called judicial system, and one of the institutions that have been highly politicized and corrupted by the government. We hope that this protest will go ahead peacefully, and the government will yield to the yearning of the people and start to do things, right things for the citizens. Because truth be told, the citizens are suffering, and I hope the citizens themselves will focus on the focus on this protest as to the purpose of it, and not turn it into something else. We also hope, I pray that it's not hijacked by hoodlums and turn it into a stealing spree, as we've seen in previous years. Also, that the law enforcement will give the protesters protection as required by the law, because it is within the constitutional right of every citizen to gather and to protest peacefully. If they find it displeasure, whatever they don't like, they will have to protest. Now, to be joining giving a voice to this protest is what actually why we are here today, and what it will do to this protest. And hopefully, according to Delefaro, to me, he has been able to raise army who are willing to lay down their life for the truth. And I hope these armies in Nigeria and in diaspora will give support, we come out emas to give support to this protest. It's about the people. It's about the current situation in the country. It's about the rates going up every day, where people hardly can afford 3 square meal a day. And those of us in diaspora have been told that some of our lawmakers have escaped into diaspora because of this protest, or have escaped into Europe and wherever it is. Well, we wish them all the best. May the also favor them. Hopefully, if this protest go as planned and it yield a positive result, they will not return back to the country. Probably will seek asylum wherever they are, because I've always maintained my position. They are our major problem in that country. And if we can get them fix it right, then we will fix it right. Also, sure, I think I saw a news podcast days in terms of Wiki wanting to charge for the use of the Eagle Square. I don't know what the policies are in terms of using the Eagle Square, but we know Wiki who he is. He's always against progress. It's all about himself and no one else again. Let's be realistic here. Like I said, this is going to be a very short podcast I'm going to do today, but it's better we put it out there. For those of us in the diaspora, we should reach out to our family back at home and encourage them where possible that, listen, this is a peaceful protest. Only support a peaceful protest. Anything violent, withdraw yourself from it. If you come across anything violent, withdraw yourself from that vicinity and take shelter, cover your head. We do not support violence. We will never encourage it. But anything peaceful, it's within your right to join and support. We are all one in this. The matter, the issue, the suffering, take it from me, it affects those of us in diaspora who have friends and families back at home. And it's a concern for every one of us. So we're going to join. Let me see. I hear some people are already in the comment section. Najama, who is this? Who is this that's disobedient to our anthem? It is me that played it. It's our national anthem. Yes, I know the anthem is no more in law, but there's nowhere in the law that says that we are forbidden to sing it or to echo. If you can show me where in the law it says we are forbidden, then I will abide to it. So the law did not say we are forbidden not to sing it, or I stand a chance to be arrested if I play it or sing it on my own. And I have the right, constitutional right, to reject it if I want to reject any anthem until such time that you can provide evidence to such. Then we will know where we are. You said I've come with conspiracy theories as usual. What is the conspiracy theories you're talking about? You need to tell me what is the theory there? Peter Obi gave his backing to to the planned protest. The question is there, is he in danger of arrest? Which you cannot deny yourself, Nigerian, that it can be arrested, whether you like it or not. I mean, for example, Showore was arrested. What did he do? Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, and many others. So how does this fall within the conspiracy? How does it come within the framework of conspiracy? It was a question asked, and it would be nice if you can weigh in on the question or probably answer the question, because I believe you're an intelligent man, you follow the news, and you are well up to date in respect to things that happen in a country where impunity is practiced or exercised on a daily basis. So, why you say that is you think that is a conspiracy theory? I don't know. Does it fall within the remit of a conspiracy theory? Definitely not. It is a question asked on the thumbnail. Is Peter Obi in danger of arrest? Anything is possible in Nigeria, except you are living in denial. And I don't think you do live in denial, Nigeria, given to the few interactions we've had in the past. So I am asking you, Nigeria, is it not possible, or is it beyond, outside of the government not to arrest him, even though it is exercising his freedom of speech? And what, given the plan protest is backing, it's a welcome news, personally, to me, because he's been sitting on the fence all along. I've argued this several times. Why would you sit on the fence? Many came out in support of you because it's like you give a light at the end of tunnel for them. They see him as a light at the end of the tunnel for them. And after the election and the court case, it just went it took a different turn. And recently, is one of his number one man, Kenneth Okonkwo, passed a vote of no confidence on him, that he doesn't see him as that leader, or provide that leadership again, which, well, maybe it sent a shockwave in Nigeria, that Kenneth Okonkwo, a veteran lawyer, a human rights lawyer, who campaigned for both Labour Party and defended the CV of Peter Obi, could come out to say that he no longer has confidence in him. Well, to some people, it doesn't surprise them. To some people, it will surprise them. So don't say it's a conspiracy theory. Thank you for joining, those of you in the comment section. I also thank good evening to you, Comfort Babel. Trust you're keeping well. 2Y, you said Obi is measured and calculated, Peter, better than impulsive ones like wicked. Let me ask you this, too. You're listening. Do you think, and one of the questions asked in the description section is, do you think this is a calculative move for him to booster his political move coming to the 2027 general election? Is it a strategy to him to back the planned protest, given that he's been against protests all along? Why this particular one, the protest in respect to the general election? He never said anything, let's go protest. He calmed people down who wants to protest at the time. The protest, the outcome of the court case, judicial issue. He calmed people down. He came on this platform to say, come on, guys, the 2023, the outcome of the 2023 election, that boat have sailed into high sea. Those are my words, not his words. He just said that has passed. The boat have sailed into the high sea, got drowned there, and the boat is not coming back again. Do you think it is backing of this planned protest is a calculated move to further push his political agenda of presidency in Nigeria? You said again, thank you for coming back to me, said is being empathy, or it's expressing empathy and not political. Why too? Okay, let me ask you this. I mean, going by your this and that is being empathic. Why was it not like this during the 2020 election and the outcome of the the court case? If you don't mind, where was that empathy you are talking about during that 2023, the outcome of the 2020 general election and the outcome of the court case? Where was this empathy? Did the empathy fly to Kutumanji and just return back to Nigeria, or what? Because some people are still bitter in respect to that 2023 general election and the court case. People like Lumide will tell you every time when it comes on the platform about this 2023, about the 2023 general election. He's never moved past it. He's never. To some people, they may not have a closure to that because they invested a lot in it. Spirit, soul, and body, financial, and everything. They did invest a lot in it. So where was this empathy? Thank you again, Y2IK, for providing me with this information, because they wouldn't put it directly on his political mission, and because they would have put it directly on his political ambition and lock him away. So what you're saying, if I'm correct, I stand to be corrected to YOK, is that this move of backing this planned protest is a political move. And if it is a political move, going by what you are saying now, that means there is a chance that it can be locked away, because the government are frightened about this plan nationwide. In Lagos, they've come up with this festival, Oro Festival. Suddenly, Oro Festival, know that nobody can now move around. I mean, I grew up in Lagos, and I knew about this Oro Festival, that people don't come out when they are doing this traditional festival because of some spirit flying somewhere and everywhere and may kidnap you and take you to Kutumanji or wherever it may be. So if I go by this, what you're saying to IK is that in respect to 2023 and the judicial, the court case, you are saying because if he had called for protests, that would have put it, that they would have put it directly on his political ambition and lock him away. How about now that he's giving backing to what? To the planned nationwide protest? Please, I need you to clarify that, please. Thank you for that. Okay. And those of you who have joined, Nigerman, I'm waiting for you to come up with to defend that, your conspiracy statement. I won't call it allegation. Statement that you made that I've come up with a conspiracy statement. You say, I don't think his support for this present protest is political. If they lock him away for supporting the protest, he hasn't organized, then it's a case of vendetta. Vendetta of what? What vendetta of what? I don't understand. Who was locked up? Nnamdi Kanu is still locked up to today, and many others in the past that I believe you are aware of. So, vendetta of what? Huh? I don't get you, Tuwaki. I need you to hit me hard. Give me reasons for, I mean, in respect to this your statement that is being empathic and not political. Where was this empathy in respect to the outcome of the 2023 election that millions of Nigerians, myself inclusive, was there to cast my vote? Where was this empathy? Where was this empathy after the result, the court case? So are you claiming, suggesting, or whatever it is, that the suffering was not there and the suffering just started now? Chuake, I need you to answer my question, please. Thank you for joining again. Thank you for engaging. I really appreciative of that. So are you suggesting that there was no empathy in him? He doesn't care then. And suddenly, he's now seeing the suffering of the people and now backing that protest. Your response is that APC vendetta will be for causing an unexpected election earthquake. What is that all about? Okay, you're confusing me. What the unexpected election earthquake? What happened? Tuake, what happened? The election was given, or the results, allegedly, APC won it. The Labour Party and others exercised their right by going to court. And the court upheld the decision of INEC that really APC won. So what earthquake was caused during that time? To go to court? That was not an earthquake. It didn't cause any earthquake. It's a normal thing for them to go to court. I mean, if Peter Obi, if the Labour Party had won the election, then we will say, oh, yes, indeed, it caused an earthquake. There was a change, there was a shift. But where is the earthquake? There was no earthquake. Everybody sat down. He sat down. After the result, people were saying what's going to happen. He asked for peace. Let peace reign. Live peaceable with all men. Some came out to defend that, oh, it's a gentleman. Of course, who is not a gentleman? I'm a gentleman. Chuwake, you're a gentleman. Nigerian man is a gentleman. So, let me see what you said again. The suffering is worse now, even you know so. Listen, let me tell you something, Chuwake. The suffering is not worse now. The suffering is not worse now. The suffering has been there from time immemorial. It's not worse, so trust me when I say that it's not worse. Because let's hope, my hope that this protest will change, honestly speaking. That is my hope. I still have my reservations. I'm going to be honest with you. And I said this in the broadcast yesterday. I still have my reservation. But despite my reservation, I'm hoping that it will yield that desired result and change the trajectory of things in Nigeria for good, not for bad. That I'm still going to live in that hope, and I'll continue to live in that hope, irrespective of what we are saying. You said he cared then, but it was measured. Uh, I don't. I don't think you know what I'm on about. What happened in Lagos? I don't know what you're on about, and I'm being honest here, please. Trust me. If you can come on the platform and explain yourself, it will make more sense. Because you're not telling me that. If you thank you, you said, what's my point? My point is, I don't know if you joined from the very beginning. I've been engaging with Tuwake in the matter of Peter Obi, but the point is Peter Obi giving his backing to the plan protest. It's a welcome news, particularly for me, because as I've argued here before that he's been sitting on the fence for quite some time now, and giving that backing hopefully will help to change the trajectory of things in Nigeria. That is my point. That is the purpose of this broadcast, and giving to Nigeria for what it is, and it is possible there they can take you to wherever they want to take you to, even where you don't know. The question on the thumbnail is he in danger of being arrested? Because prior to now, there has been allegation against him that he is responsible or he's planned this protest. And I think he's taking, if it's on Nanuga, I can't remember the person's name, he's taking the person he's suing the person for a large amount of money. So, but suddenly or certainly, he just came out to give his backing to this protest. And like I said, I'll repeat, Nnamdi Kanu is still in prison today. Like I said, God forbid he may die there. Sowore was in prison for the hashtag revolution now. It was charged for treason, a treasonable offense. So it can be turned against him. You know the country very well. If you yourself, you know very well. You've spoken a lot about the country and your disgust and your dislike about the country. That anything is possible. Don't rule it out. So it's not a conspiracy theory. It's something that has happened and will happen, may happen, and if care is not taken, will happen. And there's nothing you and I will do about it. But we pray that is not the case. For a person like him to give the backing to the protest speaks volume. That's just let's say the fact here. For him to give the backing where others are withdrawing, you saw it. The religious leaders, the traditional leaders, and everyone, they're all backing up from this protest. But he has come out to give his backing to this protest. So it speaks volume, and it's worth commending And for me, like I said, it's a welcome relief personally. So, 2YK, I hope I've been able to answer your question. If not, you can come back again and say you don't understand, then I will clarify further in respect to that. 2YK said, how did the Obidients movement rise? Was it not because of Obi at the helm of affairs? Of course. That is how the Obidients movement rise. So you're coming back to what I'm saying now. It's backing now. It's a welcome relief. And with ginger, probably should ginger the obedient army as claimed or as stated by Dele Farotimi that they are willing to lay their life down for the truth. And hopefully its army will come out en masse in this protest. Peaceful protest. For the record and for emphasis purposes, we are campaigning or preaching for what? For peaceful protest. And so that is it. So his backing on this protest will go a long way. You call it sitting on the face. I call it being wise. I said fence. It's been sitting on the fence. And again, I say it with what? With emphasis. He's been sitting on the fence. There are records, evidence, documentaries to show that he's been sitting on the fence. And why suddenly, even though it's a welcome relief, is giving its backing to this protest. And that is a good thing. We're watching. Today is the 29th of July, 2024, and the protest will start 1st of August to the 10th of August, 2024. Hopefully, I will be coming to you every day from the 1st of August to the 10th of August as I get the news from those back in Nigeria, and I light videos and everything on how it's going. We will be live. I'm looking at being live where possible to run a live stream 24/7. I don't know. I'm working on that. Hopefully, it will be possible. It takes a lot, given to the network in Nigeria and an electricity issue. My guy will find it very challenging to be able to do that. But with God, all things are possible. Where we will stream live the protest to you from this channel 247 for the next from 1st of August to the 10th of August. Please keep your fingers crossed and say prayer for us on this channel. And where possible, support in every way you can support. Again, I'm going to announce, as I announced yesterday, planning a fashion segment on this platform during the week, showcasing Nigeria's wares and our fashion designers and tailors and the Obiomans and everything. They've graduated from Obiomas to tailor, from tailor they've graduated to fashion designers. So we'll be showcasing that as well. So this Friday also there'll be a broadcast coming up in respect to what to the Olympic prodigy of the Lord's Supper that is causing confusion or whatever it is in the world. Now back to the main thing again. Like I said, thank you for joining. For those of you in the comment section, I'm waiting for you to come back for you to clarify if you understand what I said. 2YK, you said so. Let's see what would be the charge against him. Oh, come on, 2YK. Why are you playing this game in Nigeria? Let me give you a story. It was a comedy story. If you think that cannot be charged, sit down there. You continue to you go explain tire. This is a story of a man driving his car and was stopped by the police. It's a comedy, sir. And the police asked him for his papers. He has everything, including his birth certificate and marriage certificate and everything. He said he put everything there because he doesn't know what the police will ask next. The next thing they asked him is, why is he driving alone? Maybe he was stupid to give that response. I don't know. He said he's not alone. And they asked him, what do you mean you are not alone? He said, with him in this car is God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, and all the hosts of the angels are with him in this car. And he was arrested for overloading. So you ask that question, what would be the charge against him? Leave that story. Charge will come. Forget that matter. Not be Nigeria matter. You never know anything. You go explain tire. Forget that matter. Say charge will come. Don't worry about it. Where people like Kayamo is, and everybody is that supported the this thing. Leave that matter there. You go find that's there. Ojibeke, thank you to Ike. Obi is too Western for Nigerian police. Onanuga must not push him. What if you push him? What will he do? I mean, it's going to court. Okay. The guy name is Onanuga. Thank you for that. To Ike. If you thanks for joining, I'll bring you in. Do you mind turn on your camera, please, if you don't mind? This is a different segment, please. Thank you. Except if for a reason beyond you can't turn on your camera, please let me know. Thank you very much, Ify, for turning on your camera. So the floor is yours. Go with your argument. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I don't even know what you were talking about. I just logged in and I heard you talking about. Listen, let me tell you something. If I tell you Nigeria is not a country, just know that I'm lying. I woke up this morning and the price of fuel is 1,300 naira. And they have
welcome to the real world.
And they have the gut to say that they have implemented 70,000 naira minimum wage. And my question is, can Tinubu survive with 70,000 naira? Can any of these senators, any of these people in the House of Assembly, National Assembly, can they survive? You see, we have to be very, very realistic. Again, I will say, I understand things are very hard, all over the world, including this country I am in. But still, you cannot compare it to what is happening in Nigeria. People are still investing in this country. People are still going to work. There is still job. America, this is the lowest unemployment rate they have had in how many years? But this is the highest unemployment rate we have had in how many years? Companies leaving the country. What are we even talking about? So suffer no they tire you people. Me and what's his name? This guy Niger watch this thing. I said I'm against the protest because I know this is what is gonna happen. I know the government is gonna hijack the protest and start telling people to be against it. You can see the Tinubu's daughter coming to tell people not to protest. Why she calls herself or Iyanoja, whatever of Nigeria. And she tried to go to Edo State to impose somebody there as a Iyaloja, whatever it is called, in a country. So one family wants to monopolize a country of 200 and something million. Tinubu is being accused of having a refinery somewhere in Malta, one country. You've taken over Lagos State. You have taken over Nigeria. You have moved to have a refinery in Malta. One family. What are you guys doing with all this money? In fact, let me tell you something. You see, I hope the death of Ifeanyi Oba will be a lesson to a lot of these politicians. I hope he's dead. He's from my place. We were with him 2 weeks ago when my Newi people held our convention. He was there. He spoke. He was healthy. It was shocking to everybody. But I hope this is going to be a lesson. Abacha died. What happened to all that money he looted? What happened to all that money? And nobody is saying something against these people. I haven't heard any of the pastors say anything. Instead, they are doing miracle. And they are asking you people to pray. Jerry Eze came to America.
That is the most shocking thing when I saw it. I saw it.
Jerry Eze came to America to do miracle, perform miracle. Somebody that hasn't worked in 26 or 36 years is working. But we have a lot of crippled people in Nigeria. You did not heal any of them. But your people are people deceiving people, still telling them to pay tithe. And the country is burning. 1 tuber of yam, I heard is 10,000 naira. So I'm asking myself, 70,000 naira minus 10,000 naira, you have 60,000. You buy rice, you buy the things you will use to cook it. I mean, come on.
If you've not spoken about rent, you left to rent out of it.
No, let's eat first. Let us eat first.
But how can you eat when you cannot even have a roof over your head?
You can be on the street. You might find somewhere to hide, maybe under the staircase. I just don't get it. This is not a laughing matter. In as much as we are laughing here, we don't have no conscience. You people are busy attacking P2B that he said don't people have right to protest?
No, if here's the question, here's the issue why I came online. Okay, P2B gave his backing to what? To the protest, which to me is a good thing because I've been expecting it for a very long time. What I'm saying is, beside the possibility or the likelihood that he may be arrested, knowing Nigeria for what it is, they will turn it around and say he's the one. Do you think it's going to change? Is giving his back into the protest is going to change the trajectory of things? I
Let me
mean, the
tell you
support.
something. Let me tell you something. Tinubu has a lot of sense in him not to touch P2B. He has a lot of sense. The government, they have a lot of sense to touch P2B. I'm telling you, you see, you'll be calling to ask if your family is safe. They dare not. It's not even going to be a discussion. Let's leave it because it's not going to happen. But if they want to see whether this country is called Nigeria is going to burn down, let them try that. They got a lot of sense in there. Come on.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's not going to happen?
You know
Shewere
what?
was arrested.
Let me tell you.
Kanu is still in prison.
No. They are not in the same caliber. They're not in the same this thing. No. These are two different. They are not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I swore they are not in. They're not in the same grade of. Let me tell you something. That's when you're gonna see the other foreign interventions coming. Let's not bring P2B to this. And let me tell you something. They've been planning this protest, and P2B never said anything. Bayo Ononuga came out and accused P2B. Obedience are the people channeling this. And my question to Mr. Bayo Ononuga or whatever is just: are you telling me Obi people are the only one people suffering? Suffering?
No,
the people in Obidients Movement, is it only Igbo people? In fact, the people in Obidients Movement, and majority of them are not even Igbo people. That is even the funniest thing. And like I always said, they try to use this tribalism to divide us. They try to use religion to divide us. But as I'm talking to you, my legs is so propped up on this chair. It is people in Nigeria that I pity. I just got off the phone with one of my friends, and she was telling me, Ify, this is getting worse. So I woke up this morning with a series of tests asking for money. So this is not going to stop anytime soon. We were crying that the fuel was 700. Today it is 1,300. Imagine somebody who is a civil servant that is earning 70,000 naira. How much is it going to cost you to power your car? Then you talk about rent. You talk about food. And people like somebody like Wike will wear a 2,000 sack of this thing, all in the name of designer. And he is telling you not to protest. All his family, all his children are here in America schooling from to the best of my knowledge. Tinubu's children, they live in New York. Most of these politicians, they're here in abroad. They're not even UK, they're here in abroad. Ifeanyi died in UK. We don't have any health care. All of them are running abroad. My happiness is that we meet you anywhere you go. It doesn't matter whether you're in the UK.
It doesn't matter where you are. Thank you for that.
You anywhere you go.
Thank you for that. Olumide, welcome to the platform. Ify, I'm going to come back to you. I just highlighted this. I'm going to bring it back to you again because this argument that P2B cannot be arrested is going to.
Can I tell you that? Let me answer that because I need to see my patient. That was 10. That was 10. You see this Gen Z kid now? They are crazy. They are mad. That was then. It is not going to happen this time around. If people like the IPOB people can put Southeast and attention and tell you for years, you're not going to go to work on Monday. You're not going to go to work. There is nothing they can do. The governors, how many governors, they have come and gone. And they still impose that they will never go to work or go to school or anything on Monday. Let them try that. You will see what's going to happen.
Ify, good morning, and Pastor Yingro, good morning. I want to quickly weigh in with respect to the Obi. Obi, we want to build a society that everybody has a right to speak freely without fear or retribution or what will happen or repercussion. Regardless of Obi, his person or wherever he is, he has a right to weigh in on what he believes about the protest, maybe for or against. But he has a right to weigh in without necessarily being part of the protesters or those planning the protests. He's just weighing in to say the people have a right to protest. And I don't think that is anything too much to say. I don't think that is anything that any government will want to think it's subversive, or it's a kind of treason, or a kind of supporting the takeover of government. No, he has a right to everybody has a right. We are building a civilized society. Look at the US, for instance. It was even the party members of Biden that called for him to step down. It wasn't even the opposition. The opposition they were even like wanting him to stay on.
Sorry, let
You
me
understand?
hold on. No, nobody is saying he doesn't have the rights. If you look at if you read the description, say very well, it will be exercises
But why would you
constitutional right.
think that? Why would you think that the DSS or the government will arrest him? Why?
Because it has happened. It happened to
Because
Nnamdi Kanu.
does it then mean that
Hold on one second.
it is
Hold on one
right?
second. Hold on, Lumide, hold on.
I think it's because of
You
the
agree that it
twenty-three
has happened to
election.
people before? If you
Sorry?
want to say,
Go ahead.
do you agree that it has happened to some individuals before?
That doesn't mean it is right. We
No,
shouldn't
Olumide,
follow.
nobody is
If some
saying it is
people
right.
if some people have done something that is right, I want to believe Tinubu, that claims to be a Democrat, Tinubu that claimed to have fought in Nadeko, ran away from a oppressive military government to save his own life, will not now set a good example of what good governance is about.
Okay, Olumide, I think you are confusing things here now. So
I'm not
far, so
confusing
good.
things.
No. So far, so good. As Tinubu practiced or exhibited that democracy you just highlighted now.
As he practiced, do you mean
As
that
he practiced, exhibited, whichever English
I'm talking of
terminology
in
you want
terms
to
of
use.
I'm talking of in terms of human rights now. You understand?
Olumide, not just only in terms of human rights, in terms of policies, in terms of every
He has failed.
situation
If
in
you're
that
asking
country.
me in terms of policies, he has
So,
failed woefully. Why do you think the people are
because
protesting?
exactly. So, meaning that for you to say he has failed, that means there is a likelihood, there is a chance, there is this very minor chance that he may tend to go there, given to even the way Onanuga has
That
gone
is why
that
I'm
way.
saying. That is why I'm saying that every right-thinking human being, regardless of your religious affiliation, regardless of your ethnic affiliation, should condemn any move towards that path. That any
Okay.
human being in that country will be gagged. You understand? From saying the truth, speaking truth to power when they are going wrong. In the US, I told you that the people who stood up against Biden were people inside his party. I have not seen anybody being suspended. I have not seen anybody being punished.
Okay. Thank you, Lumide. I would like the record to reflect that Pixobe giving backing to the planned protest is a welcome news for me personally. It's relieved for me personally, and it should not back out from that. If we're possible, he should be at the Eagle Square because he exercises constitutional right. I also like the record
He
to
doesn't
reflect
have
that
to be
given to
there. He
what
doesn't have to be there. Like me,
Olumide, that is my
like
own
me, I'm
opinion.
here. I don't have
That
to
is
be
my
there.
own opinion. Olumide, that
I
is my
don't.
own opinion.
You
I
understand?
respect your opinion, respect my opinion.
Okay, that is your
Thank you
opinion.
very much.
Thank you for clarifying that record, putting it on record.
Okay, thank you. Ewa, thank you for coming in. If you wanted to say something earlier, before I go to Ewa. Okay, if you hands up, something. Ewa, welcome to the club.
Hey, money from here, bro. If you can do, let me do.
Yeah, something seems to be going wrong with it. I can't hear every one of you very well.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, the topic is about the planned protest, right? Yeah, okay. So, first of all, Tinubu is actually showing his failure, actually, what is going on in Nigeria. I'm really disappointed at the people around him. I don't know the kind of advisor he elected. If
What's
I
wrong
were
with this
Tinubu
guy?
right now, as long as I see the president, I would get rid of half of these people. Because what is going on is the issue of the legitimacy of the president. Let's not even go into that. But here is it, right? When Tinubu removed fuel subsidy, I was literally shouting on this platform. If you go watch the first video, I'm not an economist, but these things are common sense. I'm not against subsidy removal. What I'm against, you can't make a decision without a proper plan. You can't just wake up and remove subsidy from 200 million people without a plan. This was going to happen. It's I don't even know what people were thinking. What were you thinking? You think people are going to be plucking money from the tree to buy fuel? People are going to be plucking money from the tree to eat? The second disaster decision was the unification of Naira. See, these are all good policy. Here is the problem. The problem is the implementation. You have to do a proper study. You have to do a proper plan. You got to put a team together and understand what this thing is going to cost. That is what you are seeing today. And even after that, they've not really done much. The only people that benefited from this criminality is the governors. They are getting more money. They are stealing more money. The people remain poor. That is the first issue I want to address. The second one is now the planned protest. In fact, the people, Nigerians are actually too nice to the government. If Nigeria were not nice, they will not announce they are going to protest on August 1st. They will go on the street. They will take the country down. But I'm not in support of people taking the country down. But peaceful protests should be allowed. They should allow people to protest. If I were Tinubu, what I'm supposed to do, right? Right now, it does not have good advice. I'm going to say it. If anybody can pass a message to him, this hunger in the country, the poverty is real. The people around him that are not telling him the truth, blame me Peter Obi, blame me tree and water, these are all nonsense. They need to sit down. They need to come to reality. This is not about Peter Obi. This is not about anybody. Peter Obi has nothing to do with the hunger going on in Nigeria right now. What Tinubu needs to do, he needs to show leadership. Again, he has very bad advisors. If I were here, I would sack half of them. They are gone. What Tinubu needed to do before August 1st was to call the politicians that have capacity in Nigeria, that have people that are giving them support. Who are these politicians? One, today, Peter Obi. I will give a call to Peter Obi. Listen, this, I will give a call to Kokoso. I will give a call to Buhari. These are politicians I know in Nigeria that have followership. Maybe other few politicians. Talk to the governors. In fact, call a meeting, stakeholder meeting. Invite Peter Obi to Aso Rock. Listen, this is our country. I'm not saying Peter Obi is to blame on anything, but because he has followership, Peter Obi, this is our country. We can't take this country down. We have to make sure this country works for us. Please put up a statement and advise Obidients to calm down. The president, explain to them what you are doing, how you are doing, how you want the country, how you are working for things to get better. Explain to Nigeria. After doing that, go on national TV, address Nigerians. Talk to Nigeria. Let Nigeria know, listen, things are hard. I understand the pain of everybody. This is what I'm doing. This is the step I'm taking. This thing will calm the people down. It's not by threatening and blaming anybody. In fact, arresting Peter Obi is not even a solution. You're not gonna achieve anything, but I'm gonna state it here today. I'm not a fan of Obidients. If Peter Obi is arrested, Obidients block all the highway in Nigeria, take the country down. Peter Obi has nothing to do with this. People need to know this is the real There is real issues. They need to face the real issue. Why are they blaming Peter Obi? Why do you want to arrest him? For what? It's not the wise to get. It's even if Peter Obi go on the street to protest, he's in Nigeria. Let him go there. If these are the things, if I were the president, to be honest, you need to call this leader you know that have capacity, that can talk to the people. You need to talk to the governors. The governors will talk to people in the states that have capacity. Listen, we don't want this to go out of hand for this reason. Explain to the people what you are doing. The hunger is much. I'm telling you, I'm getting calls, messages every day. I just left the hospital, I can't pay bill. Oh, things are very hard. Even the one that is more scary, I have friends that have good jobs in Nigeria. They are crying. When they come to
I agree
me,
with you.
the question I ask them, I have friends, when I say I have friends that are doing good job. When they come to me, the question, my fear is my fear. What now happened to people that don't have jobs? What is happening to people that market women that only go to market and sell, and that is what the family will eat? These are real issues. This is not the time to blame anybody at all, because I also have my fear. I don't want the riot to go, the protest to go out of hand. But still, the president needs to do what he needs to do. He needs to come and address the people. The governor should address the people. He should do this immediately before August 1st. Probably some people will listen and say, okay, I think what are you doing? You think you're gonna be ruling people? If this, to be honest, again, the Nigerians are very nice right now, because you don't want us to get to the point where people cannot eat basic meal a day. The hunger in Nigeria is not household, it's not new car. The hunger is
Thank you.
food. So
Thank
it's
you, Ella.
much. Thank you.
Thank you. Before I come to you, John, welcome. Before I come to you and go to the, if you said the obedient are not listening to be himself, what do you mean by that? Would you mind
Are they
shedding
the
some
only
light
ones
on?
suffering in Nigeria? Everybody's suffering.
Okay,
They don't give a damn
everybody is suffering.
about Peter Obi at this point. Okay?
Okay,
Everybody's hungry. Just
yeah,
like,
I agree with you on that.
sorry, I'm going to leave in a minute. Just like
Go ahead.
AY said. Sorry, Mr. John. You know, just like AY said, imagine people going every day. Imagine a woman selling pepper to feed her family every day. Imagine people doing well. They are complaining that things are very expensive. When I talk to my cousins that are doing business, they can't even do importation. Because even if they increase the price of the goods, they can't even see people to buy. There is no money in circulation. You know, when you don't have a job, how do you expect to spend money? So, you know, like AY again said, these people are clueless. Tinubu, I'm not the president, but if I were him, I wouldn't even let this thing to get up to this point. I will immediately address the nation. Even the first day I heard about this August 1st protest, I said it. If you want to protest, you don't have to make an announcement, because what you're telling the government is to get ready. If you want to protest, you go there, you take them unawares. Now you're giving them, Wike is asking you, I haven't gotten a letter. Is that a protest? So you have to get a letter for you to tell him that you are going to use the whatever square to do a protest. You know, we're not serious in Nigeria. And like I said again, Nigerians, we are very nice people. Let me tell you something. Let's assume this protest is in this country called America. They won't give you a date. You will see them, the trooper. They don't give a damn. You know, so we are not yet serious. And the way I'm even looking at it, I don't think this protest will yield anything after August 1, honestly. Because how long is this? Since you're giving them dates, you're going to start the protest. When are you going to stop it? After that, now what happens?
Thank you
Imagine
very
if
much.
the only thing that unified us in this country is this hunger thing. That is the only thing that unified everybody. Other than that, there is no unity in that country. I will leave you guys in a minute.
Thank you for your presence, Effie. I really appreciate it. I think I said this. Last yesterday. You don't give notification if you want to protest. What do you need the Eagle Square for if you want to protest? For crying out loud! So I really don't know. Nobody have said Peter B will be arrested. Let me correct that record. Nobody said Fitobi will be arrested. The only thing is, we look at the past incidents in respect to Nnamdi Kanu and those who actually want change for the country, and how the government to react or respond to them going about that change. So that is the reason for this. Is backing for the protest. It's uh, it's welcome. Anyway, I'm going to take on you on some of the things you said. I mean, on the platform, if you are still here, it's going to be a general question because I think let me give John the floor first. Then I'm going to ask a general question. If you are still here, I would really appreciate if you can still wait. But if you have to go, I also understand. Again, I would like to thank you for coming in. John, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Yeah, hi guys. Good day to everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Hi. I want to start with my tongue is bitter, and I want to start with the foundation.
Please make it
You know,
sweet. Your tongue is bitter, but make it sweet. Add some honey into it. Take some honey,
no,
lick some honey.
no, the things I've heard in the last 8 hours or so, it's so embittered. I just got an information and that fuel is 1,300. So, and the same time, the president just passed in 70,000 monthly budget as of 5 minutes or 10 minutes ago. So, I'm wrapping my head about what's actually going on with the Dangote saga and everything. But that's another thing. I just want to go back to the foundation of how did we, get to this place, from negligence, non-effective communication, that being I think some of the people went into political ethnicity that is Tinubu's turn, give him the chance. Why didn't you protest while Buhari was there? But in all of this, what I see in this protest is to be honest with you, I'm scared. And the reason why I'm scared is, if you could remember when the Kenya protest was going on, there are warning signs that they've been talking to Tinubu to address the people, that there is hunger in the land. Your policies that you've been changing from May 29, you keep changing, you keep changing, you keep changing policies. There is no effect. And they've been warning signs and telling you that, look at what is going on in Kenya. Kenya, they are taking their bull by the horn. And I got a bit of more information about Kenya because my wife is Kenyan. So she used to tell me something that happens down to the core root, that what these people does is, when they are protesting, they go straight to the House of Representative house in their locality, in their village, not the one you see protesting in Abuja. So it got me scared, like, I hope it doesn't get to Nigeria does not get to that point. Reporters are shot in the leg. Now bringing that back to Nigeria. In what I've seen today on social media, I hope Nigeria is not going towards the state of Sri Lanka, whereby the president had to feed the country, because a lot of people are comparing this to EndSARS, but I don't see it as EndSARS. EndSARS it started from Benin and down to Lagos with great multitude. But this one that I'm seeing today, Niger State has started protesting as of today. There's some protests in Abuja. There's some counter protests in Lagos. So now there will be a division of the police, division of so many things. There will be room for riots. There will be room for anarchy. So many things is going to go wrong, in my own opinion. And why did we get to this? I personally feel that this is not about APC. This is not about PDP. This is not about Labour Party. This is about bad government. From the accumulative effect of time, bad government as, I keep asking myself, Tinubu will say he has released money to the governors. The governors will do nothing. It will not get to the grassroots. And I'm also scared again about the strategy of the president. The strategy of the president by granting local government autonomy also. And why I'm scared is I feel the president, this is my opinion, I feel the president wants the local government to be answerable to him, not the governor. My opinion. To help him to win election in 2027. Because I ask myself, you are granting financial autonomy to the local governments, but the local government does not have the power and the control. 2 elections have gone on in different states. I think in Delta State or in Nasarawa or so. It is the ruling party that swiped the whole local government elections. And I'm asking myself, then what's the need of the autonomy? What is the need of the money being released to them? And now I have a list that I have here. The Inspector General of Police saying that you have to register, which is not under the Constitution. Where did he say you have to register? If I remember when Buhari protested, he won in court, said the law does not mandate you to register or to inform any police. It's you have to your right to just go and protest. But due to blackmail and everything, you just have to tell the police this is what we are doing, in case, so that you will not say, because it's easy for them to label somebody hoodlums. It's easy for them to label person, saboteurs or political opponents that they want to bring down the government down. And again, the people representing the president, all of them have really failed the government. They are really demarketing the president. I just listened to channels today and I saw somebody accusing pointedly that it was P2B that's instigating this protest. And the guy was saying it with both face, like he said it was Atiku and P2B that is. I was like, will somebody that is like more than my father. I'm young, but like my father is coming out and say P2B that is on his own. No? Is P2B that, is it the one? The question I wanted to ask him is P2B that caused the rise of 100 tubers of yam is 1 million naira. 100 tubers of yam is 1 million. Do you know how much will be one for the people selling pepper and everything? A bag of rice is how much? A bag of rice is more than minimum wage. The amount of bag of rice is more than minimum wage.
Yeah,
And you
correct.
said
A
it's
bag of rice about 80,000 naira more than.
it's more than minimum. So are you saying it's P2B that cost it? Are you saying it's P2B that caused the rise of beans, gari, and everything? That is the question I just want to point out to people accusing P2B. And I don't know why they're accusing the young man. I don't know why, but I just feel that and also I don't know if it was yesterday or 2 days ago, Ajuri Ngilale now came out and said those representing their same government, the president did not mandate them to say that they should not come out and protest. I was like, God damn it, these people are so clueless in what they are doing. Now, we had a president that came out and said he has a vision. He had a vision, he had a vision, he had a vision. 1 year, we don't see vision now. The vision of this 1 year now will determine the vision in the next 2 years. And this is the reason why I told you that I'm scared. Because now you are not dealing with like the type of my parents' people. You are dealing with people like me who are reactive and proactive and who are more educated. Like before, I don't get interested in politics. I was not interested in politics before, but it was when all these things are going on, I was like, man, I need to get involved to know what is going on before they say they don't sell Nigeria to China. That is why we're here today,
Thank you.
just to
Sure.
talk about it. I wait for a
Thank you.
question. Thank you for the
I would like
audience.
to put a question to every one of you on the platform, particularly to AY, and I will time you. I will time you on this, and I need you to give me in person and the audience a compelling argument. I repeat for emphasis, a compelling argument. AY, you said if you were Tinubu, you will sack all his advisors or you will change all his advisors. Olumide
At
also
least half
in
of
that.
them.
Pardon, half of them. Okay, whether it's half or quarter,
At least.
at least half of them. I think Olumide also went in that trajectory, and if you went in that trajectory. So I need you to give me a compelling argument. Is getting to the office and getting there is questionable. Do you agree with that?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, repeat it.
The president is the process of getting him becoming a president is questionable. Would that be correct?
That's correct.
That's correct. Good, thank you. We are going somewhere. So if it's the process is questionable. I want you guys to tell me what good will come out of such government afterwards. Because you guys are saying if he should sack some of his advisors, he should do this. So I am giving you 5 minutes each to give me a compelling argument. Like they said, can anything good come out of Bethlehem or whatever it is? Can anything good come out of a person who said it is his turn to be president, and by hook or by crook, I am going to get there? And it is evident, whether we want to agree with it or not, whether the court favors it or not, it is evident that he got there by hook or by crook. So I need you to give me that compelling statement that anything good will come out of what he did, whether he has the best of advisors. Olumide, I go with you first. 5 minutes. Your time starts now.
So, for me, I've always said right from the beginning that the election was a flawed election. It wasn't a free and fair election. It was corrupt in its entirety. And I'm not surprised that for somebody who I personally believe did not rightfully get the mandate of the people, but stole the people's mandates, I'm not surprised at what is going on right now. So if he's making missteps, if their policies are worsening the situation in the country and making people's living unbearable, I'm not surprised, because what they are doing right from the beginning when they got sworn in, they gave themselves, the Senate, the House of Rep, they gave themselves a 400% salary increment. They bought cars for themselves. They bought yachts. The president bought yacht, 5 billion naira yacht. The vice president is renovating building a mansion at the cost of 15 billion naira. I mean, you go on and on and on and on and on. And this is a government that is for dragging. After costing
21 billion,
inflation.
21 billion naira, 21 billion naira, not 15 billion, 21 billion, Vice President House.
Thank you for the correction. So this is a government that is for dragging on even increasing the wage of the people that actually get the work done for the government. And they are for dragging after causing that severe inflation. And look at the paltry sum they are giving the people to live on. You understand? So for me, I think personally for me, if they don't meet the demand, I'm not the protesters. I don't know the protesters. I don't know who the leadership of the protesters are and how they are being coordinated. But for me, if they don't meet up the 15, I think the 15 demands they put up is very reasonable. If they don't meet up with those 15 demands, Tinubu government, he should resign. The vice president should resign. The Senate president should resign. The speaker of that government should be brought down. Yakubu should go, and let us hold a new election in the country that is devoid of corruption, that will be free and fair, that everybody will see, and people will say that yes, this guy won it free and fair, and there will be no controversy. If he doesn't meet up with that demand, I'm on the side of the people. They can't endure this for another 4 years, not to talk of 8 years, when he will come and rig it again in 2027. That government should come down. Pure and simple. Come down. That's my take.
Thank you very much. Ewa, the floor is yours. Got 5 minutes. Make your 5 minute compelling argument. So before you speak, so Olumide, I take it at the end of the day, you agree that nothing good will come out of it. Would that be correct?
If they don't meet up with the 15 demands to start off with, then that government should come down. All of them should resign and leave that government and let the people, we are all united all over the country now with that protest. And it is the people that gave them the sovereignty that is saying, you know what, enough is enough. Come down.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, you make much of a compelling, you make much of argument for Tinubu. So I need you to give me a compelling argument that something good will come out of it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so here, I understand your point. Basically, you say this is the genesis of the problem. Nigeria election, most of our election, we know, I say this, We have, first of all, we don't have leaders. Nigeria as a country, we don't have leaders. We
Right.
have.
Right.
Oh,
Stop.
hold
Let
on.
me
No,
stop
no,
you.
I know where you're going.
Wait,
No, no, no,
I
no, no,
need you
no.
to focus. Okay, go ahead. Okay,
Hold
go
on,
ahead.
hold on. No, don't stop me. I
Okay.
know.
All right.
We don't have leaders, right? So we have politicians, real politicians that are dealers. All they think about the next 4 years, how to manipulate and rig the election. I'm gonna build my argument. In the case of Buhari, right? First 4 years of Buhari, the honorable thing Biden did today was the same thing Buhari was supposed to do. He was sick, he was not fit. After 4 years, tell the country, "Oh, I'm not going to contest because of my health, my age," and help Nigeria to conduct a free and fair election, build the system. That's my expectation of Buhari. He disappointed, wasted 8 years. Now Tinubu is there, hijacked the power. Anyhow you want to say it, he hijacked the power. And my expectation is at least do the right thing by the people. You said you're coming with a lot of experience. Try to my anger is they are not genuine. If they are genuine, even when things are difficult, as you are walking, explaining to the people, this is what I'm doing, this is where we're going, this is the direction of the country. They are not doing all that. Yes, I will also agree with you that the genesis of our problem is our electoral system is faulty. From the president down to the councillor, the election process is faulty. I have also opined that if we can fix the electoral system in Nigeria, trust me, this will get better. What will happen? You give power to the people. When the power is with the people, the leaders will do well by the people. If you are a governor, you know after 4 years, the people are going to vote you out, you will sit up, you will get the job done. The economy, the road, the security, you will get the job done. That is our genesis. The people, we ourselves, we are part of this problem, because if somebody we like is in power, we don't care, let him be. Oh yeah, it's okay, even if no matter how he gets in. We need to, all of us, the followers, the governors, the president, whoever, we need to be loyal to our country. The problems we are facing, if the country is good, people don't understand the benefit of a country. You don't need to be a president to be rich, to make money in the country. You don't need to be governor. It's just like, if the country is good, United States of America, you can open a business, the business is booming, you do it well, you enjoy your life. The security, today, all of us here, if we want to go back to our country, we are scared of the insecurity. Oh, the insecurity, you will be concerned. What we want, all of us, I think we want a country that will prosper, a country that will provide security. So the summary of the whole thing, the electoral system of Nigeria is 40, is 70% of our problem. If you have a system that gives power to the people, trust me, things will change very fast. Because if the moment you are not getting the job done, you are not doing what you're supposed to do, the people have power to vote you out tomorrow, you will do good by the people. The reason why they are not doing good till today, they don't care. They think after 4 years, oh, we come back, we give you some money, we play all the ethnic politics, and we get it to power again. So again, not only the leaders, the people, we need to talk to ourselves, we need to talk to our families, we need to talk to our friends. We are part of this sick country that is called Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. In summary, I stand to be corrected. You're saying nothing good will come out of it.
Yes,
Correct.
Yes, I agree with you.
Thank you. John, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you answered the question yourself. If I may. Yeah, I think you've answered the question.
Myself.
Yeah, because it's not something you have to calculate, or it's something you just have to. If you go to our even maybe let's put it our local let's say we are doing maybe Yoruba meeting or Igbo Muna meeting, and they want to elect the president. The way the president comes in power determines the future of the organization, determine the future of the country. And I have this is the problem that I'm having. Yeah, we have during the election, the campaign, we have somebody that came out and said, "I have a life ambition." Hear me, I have a life ambition, and my life ambition is to become a president. Now we have another president who came out and said, "We need to make a new Nigeria work again." And we have another president that came out and said he just wants to be the president. These are three significant behavior. But what tells me is that do we actually have a leader that has a vision for Nigeria? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. But I think I saw that in Peter Obi, but I don't know if he gets in power. I don't know. Is he going to do the same thing or that Tinubu is doing? Or maybe according to Dr. Abati, he said there's one wishing in Aso Rock that once a good man get there, if you see blue, the blue will turn to black. I don't know. But Tinubu's presidency, let's start with the statistics, which he claimed that saying that statistics will go chop, according to the president. Tinubu came into power with 36.6% votes of Nigerian population, which is just lesser than that of Atiku and P2B, because Atiku and P2B, they are 6 million each, with 8 point something million votes, to the population, which shows you that a lot of people did not vote for you. The statistics shows a lot of people did not vote. A lot of people voted for both the PDP and Labour Party more than you. That's what the statistics shows. And if we want to talk about how people came into power, as a leader, I want to give a comparative analysis. I watched when Tinubu was declared president by INEC, and I also watched when Abia State governor was declared governor of Abia State. The same scenario, but two different mechanisms. The people were celebrating, jubilating, rolling around the street in Abia State. But I didn't see that when Tinubu won the election. It was moody. It was like, no celebration. Just like I remembered when Buhari won election in 2015, there was celebration all around that it was Buhari we wanted. But they don't know that the change they were looking for is the change of hell and, what we had today, what we are seeing today. And speaking about the political people, that the advisors which he employed and everything, the problem I have now with Nigeria is the process where you get into power will determine the kind of people you will appoint as your SA, as your minister, as your, whatever you have, because you feel that you owe them something to repay them for what they've done. Now, we have political settlements in most of our locality. That's why you say all this. I don't know how many media aid he has, 7 or 8. Most of them contradict themselves one another. They don't have a one voice. We have the vice president on, I don't know how many. But what we don't have in Nigeria is, I don't think we have political strategists that tell the president when to do things, or risk management strategists. Just like when this protest is about to come up, we say, President, you have to do something. You have to speak up, because anybody now saying that the president needs to address people that are protesting now, for me, I think it's too late. He should have done that a long time ago, because people now does not want to hear what the president have to say anymore. And finally, if we want to talk about what constitutes all these things, we have to go back to the foundation. Now, what is the foundation? To be honest with you, when I was growing up, I never had any public orientation from Nigeria. I feel like pissing in the gutter is normal. Throwing dirty and bottled water in the streets, that was the society I was brought up to understand that it's a norm. like throwing water, spitting, and doing that. But when you traveled outside the world, you know that no, you don't do this. It's wrong. But in Nigeria, I'm just giving you a foundation of what orientation can lead to a better future. Throwing dishes, we have a lot of drainage system going on around it, so many bottled water and everything. I feel like throwing it is a normal. I feel like even using the public toilets on the streets, it's a normal. That is the foundation I find myself in, which brings us to the foundation of what? Election. The foundation of what? That election thrives by criminality. Election thrives by, in short, let me even put it this way. The foundation of Nigeria is criminality pays. Every people that stole money and everything, they are never locked up, but returned back to return the money they stole, half of the money they stole. That is the foundation I grew up to understand. If that foundation is like that, INEC chairman can be bribed. You can appoint any Senate president we have to come to the public to say nonsense, because the Constitution has never been put to the test. And I think this riot, this protest is about to put the Constitution into the test, seriously. And that is where I want to stop my, and finally, the process in which the president comes into office matters, but Nigeria is heavily divided with religion and ethnicity. Heavily divided with religion. And this was how a lot of people voted. And this was how a lot of imams, a lot of pastors speak about their own, candidates and speak about their own future indirectly. So for us to cover all this, we have to go straight back to the foundation. How did religion affect our election? How does ethnicity affect our election? Right now, we are talking about protests, being power, food is hungry. Nobody's talking about ethnicity. Now we're talking about being a true pan patriot and true pan Nigerian. Now, if we have a leader who is a visionary, this is the question I asked myself. When Dubai was about to be built, the king or the prince, as of then, had a vision that I want Dubai to be the work center. Why can't we have that kind of leader in Nigeria today? That I have a vision that I want a lot of people to come Nigeria to make Nigeria a better place. Thank you.
Let me just buttress one of the points you made, that our constitution has never been tested. And I agree with you 100% on that. I've said it here several times. And I always have it with me anytime I'm doing politics on this, to see who will come and challenge and say this constitution has been tested. It has never been tested. Hopefully, maybe this will be tested. And we don't have to do a protest to test the constitution. That is one thing I also want to highlight. We don't have to get to the point of doing a protest. Igu sir, your 5 minutes starts now, please. Thank you very much. I want to thank Justin. Justin, you're not there, so I'm going to put you backstage until you have your camera on. Igu sir, the floor is yours. Thank you. You have 5 minutes to make your argument, please. Igu sir, can you hear me? We can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted, Igu sir.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. Thank you.
All right. So he said that can anything good come up from Nazareth?
Yeah.
It's on two sides. if somebody of Nazareth has a focus and direction where he's going, something good will come up from him. But when somebody in Nazareth don't have focus, don't know where he's going, there's nothing good that will come up from that person in Nazareth, because he has no focus. It's like a madman that move on the street, that don't have any direction, don't have any place where he wants to end his journey. That's how it is. And I want us to understand something. Electricity. If you employ me as a staff in your company, and at a point of interview, you invite me to come and stand before your presence for me to tell you how to handle the job that I'm asking for, I'm applying for, and I refuse to come and put it before you. Do you think I'm going to make a good staff?
The answer to that question is no, you won't.
That is exactly the thing that happened in Nigeria. Did anything 1 year and the Tinubu is in office, have you granted any interview with any media house?
I'm not sure. Maybe he did with what's this? What's
He has not done
this?
that. He have not done that.
He
So
hasn't
how do
done
you
it. All
think
right.
that
I'm not
he
sure.
has not done that?
Thank
Then
you.
how do you think they're going to come out with a good thing in that office? Because he don't know what to tell the media. He don't know what to answer. They may ask him
Just to
question on concerning
buttress your
economics.
point, I will add to your time. You know, when they went to this Chatham House, when they went to this Chatham House, and he was passing his question to people to answer. Just to buttress your point, go ahead. Gigus.
Now, when he asked me a question concerning the job I'm applying for, what I promised you that I will do better in it. He asked me a question concerning it. Then I began to call around people to answer it on my own behalf. That means I don't know what I want to do. I don't know anything concerning that job. I know nothing about it. And as long as I don't know anything about it, what we are going to give to you if you later employ me is failure and nothing more. When AY was saying something, because I was listening to him in background before I joined, he said that why should they be blaming P2B and they blaming Atiku? Let me tell you the truth. If you're an engineer and you don't know your job, you keep on blaming the tools that they have. That's the truth about it. If you're an engineer, you don't know your job, you don't know how to do the job. And whenever you mess up with that job, next thing you do, you have to blame your tools. That your tools is the main problem of this thing. That's what is going on. They don't know what to say, they don't know what to tell masses. So they begin to blame P2B and the article that he was getting the protest. That's the issue we have. So, and for me, for now, I have to be sincere. There is no hope in the APC government. There's no future. The only future I see in APC government is death. Because hunger will wire people and they will die. Now, I listened to China's TV today. They interviewed the greatest one man, one useless guy. What they call it in North. It's sometimes we contested for presidential candidate in APC. One useless boy. Then he was saying all sorts of nothing. But one man stood up before him and tell him to understand that Nigeria have not seen anything. Before 2027, hunger will reset their brain. When hunger reset their brain, then when in terms of election, they will know who to vote for. So for now, they have not come to the stage to know what they are doing. Because I don't see the reason why that I will come to ask for election for 4 years for you to vote for me. Then I bring 10 kg of rice or hire 20 kg of rice or 50 kg of rice and give to you, five people to share. Then for you to vote in without reasonable, without thinking very well about yourself. You know that this person, if this person gave us right to enter that place, there's a problem. That's the problem because they are do what? They have buy themselves into that very place. And somebody that buy himself into a position, what do you expect from him? What do you expect for him to give to you? He will not give you something positive. But I love Nigerians. I love Nigerians. Nigerians are very good people because I don't see in a nation that they want to do protests. They give government information and give them 10 days that I want to do this. See, what they're trying to tell government, they are trying to let government know, please sit up. We are no longer okay. Sit up, sit up. But because they don't know what to do, they don't know what to say. And the worst advice that he has, even what they call it, media, what and what, they don't know anything. If you watch Buhari, Lai Mohammed, even when something is very bad, Lai Mohammed will come out and say something that everybody will be confused. Lai Mohammed will come out and give you a lie. They'll give you a lie that you yourself, you'll be confused on what he's saying.
Your time is up.
But their own media people, they are confusing themselves up and down. So nothing good will come out. So my own advice to them, is Tinubu, please, since you don't know what to do, employ people that know what to do so that they do better. Remove all the whole Lagos boys. That's all.
All right. Thank you. If we add, I don't know, you heard you've been hearing. So, are you ready? Okay, if she's not ready, when she's back. Okay. I'll give you 5 minutes to make your own compelling argument that something good can ever come out of this government. In fact, you don't even need to. You've made that argument several times.
To be honest, honestly speaking, to be honest with you, if I were Tinubu, you see, there is nothing. You see, this word humility is very important. People always underestimate this word humility. I will extend my warmest greeting even to my opponents and say, let's sit down and talk. Let's see how we can move this country forward. For everything, with this thing going on, there is no way he can call Obi, call Kwankwaso, call all these people and say, let us sit down in a closed door, see what we can do. But the thing is that, like, people have said over here, is that he has the worst advisors in this whole world. They're not telling him the truth. 10 days, they gave you information that they're going to have a protest, and up till now, you have not addressed the nation. Instead, you are threatening people up and down. Your people are threatening people up and down. Your daughter telling people up and down. Because it doesn't affect them. Anybody that this thing that is happening in Nigeria is not affecting. We not support the protest. When your daughter is the Yalanoja of the Lagos General collecting money all up and down, you gave your son-in-law a position. All your people are well situated. Of course, what else do you expect? So this is my thing, whether we like it or not. And like I said, I'm not sure what they're trying to achieve with this protest, because I don't think it's being well organized, honestly. But we're gonna wait and see what is gonna happen. I look at people saying no to protest, and you look at them, they're not even healthy. They are the abueros that will be at the bus stop, snatching phones, snatching bags. And somebody's telling you there cannot be protest. Just look at them. Look at the people. Just look at them. The people in Lagos carrying say no to. Tell me, is this how somebody's supposed to look? They can't even the clothes they're wearing. You can tell that they don't have it together. I look at them, I say, they are not educated. Nobody's telling them. My only happiness is as all of us will buy Gary at the same price. That is my thing. Whether you have money or not, we will all buy Gary the same, rice the same. You are sharing palliative. Is that the solution to the problem? Even if you give somebody, everybody in Nigeria one bag of rice, after that, what next? For how long are you going to do the palliative? Why not use that money to invest? You're busy building highway. What is it called? Whatever, coastal highway. But the common roads you have not even maintained it. I just don't understand it. These people are just, honestly speaking, I'm not a politician, but I can handle this thing more than these people. I'm not a politician, but I have more sense than these people. You're trying all this trial and error. The other day, I got a message from my sister telling me, oh, you see what you're going to do to your account. Maybe you have to deposit the money. That they say that any money, that account that is dormant, that they're going to... I said, listen, the Nigerian government is the least of my problem. And I promise I swear by God who made me and you, if I come back to Nigeria, and they will tell me the federal government are taking to my... I said, people like me will be with all of us go there with it for that bank. Because there is no reason. You see, I mean, nothing. Everybody, they are reasoning like people with coconut head. How can you gonna tell somebody because their account is dormant, then you're gonna take over the person's money? Are you okay? Who does that in a sane country? And nobody's saying anything. All the people benefiting, the only people speaking are the people benefiting. And you look at a grown man will come on television and trying to defend this government. How can you defend something that is undefendable? Whoever thought that, anyway, I said it, that very soon we'll be asking Buhari to come back to be our president. And Buhari told us. And it's less than 1 year now, and all of us are asking Buhari. Somebody made a point and said, which government has ever been better than other? I said, yes, but not at this rate. This is just 1 year.
Yeah, not at this rate. Yeah,
not at this
rate.
Rate.
Yeah, I mean, Yaradua government was good. Go ahead. Sorry.
Not at this rate. where people cannot even
Yeah.
afford to eat. I'm not even talking about buying cars. Those are not. Let's come talk about the needs. I'm not talking about the wants. The basic thing: food, shelter, and clothing. We're not even talking about clothing. You know, bread, common bread. My friend just came back. My coworker just came back from. She's from Senegal. You know, the young guy. And she said to me, if he's cutting, he's doing okay. You know, people can see that he's trying, that he's cutting down the prices of food. You know, he said he cutting the first thing he came, he started slashing the prices of food. So people are happy about that. This is a young guy who can feel the pain of the citizens. Instead, our own is going up. Now, $1 is 150. And may I even ask, why should we even be dollar will be controlling us in Nigeria? I want to even ask that.
I see that is a $1
How
million
did we even
question.
get to the point that naira is nothing? It's only dollar that we are praising in Nigeria.
That is
People are now
$1 million
spraying
question. I can't answer if I can't
Why
answer
can't they
that question.
strengthen naira by telling other foreign investors, if you come in to invest in this country, buy oil from us, you buy it with our currency? Why can't they do that? Russia did the same thing. When you want to buy something from America, do you buy it with naira? Don't you buy it with their currency?
It's not just Russia.
I'm
Sorry
just
for
saying other
interjecting.
countries. Yeah. China. When you wanna see that, I'm not a politician, but I honestly speaking, I bet you and I promise you, I have more sense than these people there. Now, if you give somebody naira, you say, "Oh, you know." My friend just came back from Nigeria. Say, if you give somebody naira, they tell you, "You're coming from America. Why not give me $1?" I say, have we gotten to that point? But my friend is smart. She said, "Okay, give me that money." She said one idiot actually gave her the money, thinking that she's gonna give her $1. She took the naira and walked away. That is how stupid we have gotten in that country. That we don't value naira is dollar. Everybody want dollar. Everybody's eyes running on dollar, dollar, dollar. You go to an event, instead of spreading naira, they're spreading dollars. Are you gonna do it in a country where all of you are probably in a abroad? How did you get to this point? People who can't even think. Okay, we are waiting. I don't know what's gonna be the outcome, but we'll see. I've never been a fan of promise, but we'll see what's gonna
happen. Let me start with you. 30 seconds. I'll go to Igu said, then I'll start with you. I'll give you 30 seconds. Kenneth Okonkwo, one of the right hand man of P2B, just passed a vote of no confidence on him. What's your take on that?
See, let me tell you something.
30 seconds.
He has every right to join politician. I didn't read everything, but I read a little bit of what he said, and I read a little bit of P2B. This is politics. I'm waiting for him to say that he's going to join APC. That is the only thing I'm going to wait. I'm just waiting for him. He hasn't said it, but that will be the next move. Okay? Everybody's just looking for... This will tell you, these people, they don't even have the interest of you at heart.
Thank you.
They just want your stomach.
Thank you. You could say 30 seconds. Your take on Kenneth Okonkwo saying passing of a vote of no confidence on P2B.
In terms of Kenneth Okonkwo, I don't have much to say about it because he has the opinion and he has the right to make the choice who to follow. If I'm following this Dr. Damage now and decide not to follow Dr. Damage, heaven will not fall. It's my own choice. So he has choose to follow the way he want to follow. But I in these two messages, I saw the tweet of P2B responding to that. And the tweet of P2B make P2B to be more matured, more than everything. He keep on calling him my brother. He keep on calling him my brother, my brother. That there's no dispute between two of them. Everything is going to work okay. That he keep on consulting him anytime you want to consult him and discuss with him. So Kenneth Okonkwo has the right and choice to make a movement he has to make. P2B have the right and choice to interfere whatever they don't want to interfere to, or whatever you want to interfere to. So it depends on individual and nothing more. Thank you.
John, the floor is yours. 30 seconds.
Will you permit me? There's something I jotted down and I wanted to say where she asked the question. If you permit me before I get there, please.
Make it brief, please.
Yeah, but if you were saying about sorry if I coming for you. No, I'm not coming for you. you were saying about you don't know what the protest is going to achieve. This protest and everything, you don't know what it's going to achieve. I think it has started achieving being proactive. We're talking about proactive measures, and I don't see it as a protest. What I'm seeing is like it's a revolution. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing a protest. I'm seeing a revolution. I'm speaking from my own. What I've seen today, what I'm seeing, it's like it's a revolution that end bad governance. And you talked about good. Why we don't have why we spend on dollar more than this thing. If we are a good country that is blessed with mineral resources, we should have a lot of gold reserves from Zamfara State locked in CBN now that will help strengthen the Naira. But individual, one politician is controlling it. In London, the bank, why pounds is strong is because they have more than 40,000 gold reserve. I don't know, more than how many gold reserve in case their economy falls so that they can fall back. But in Nigeria, we have gold, gold that God blessed us with at Zamfara State, but we don't have a reserve of gold in Nigeria, even in CBN. The question is, who are we to blame when it comes to that? That's just what I wanted to point out in that, in that respect.
Can I say something, John? Now, when I said, what is the essence of my fear about this protest is that it's going to be hijacked. That's where my fear is. Do you understand? That is the only thing I have against it. Knowing the country. Am I against what is happening? Let me tell you, this thing pains me more than anything. Because if you're sending $100 before, now you gotta increase it. You're gonna, at least stop it because $100 is nothing. I said this last week, and I said we in abroad here, sometimes you don't want to go to work. To be honest with you, maybe you've done your 3 shifts, but because you know that you have an auntie somewhere that you have to send money to go to hospital back home, you have to pick up extra shift. You remember there is, your brother or somebody you want to support, you have to pick up extra shift. You see yourself doing 12-hour shift 5 days a week or 6 days a week, not because of you, but just because you want to support people back home. It wasn't like this. Before you give somebody 50,000 naira, they will pray for you from January to December. In fact, they will 2 years, they're still praising you, praying for you. But now you give somebody $200, it's like, it is nothing. What is he going to buy? So it's not that I'm against the protest, but my fear, I kind of, is what's going to happen. Okay. And like I said, this government is clueless. From the president down to the ordinary person in that government, they are clueless. They gave you a time, we are going to start this protest, but still you haven't addressed the nation to tell them, listen, I hear everything, I hear your concerns, this is what I'm going to do, try to die it down. They don't want to die it down. Instead, they're going from one TV station to another, trying to do interview to justify that what Tinubu is, give Tinubu 1 year. Even I understand the Americans, we are complaining, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But at least you hear Biden every day, at least 2-3 times a week on the national television, talking to the Americans, trying to strengthen them, trying to tell them, I'm working for you people, trying to encourage people. That's why this election, Trump and this lady is now going neck to neck, because people tell you, well, at least he's talking to us. Let the president speak to the people.
Okay. Moving on to your question about Kenneth Okonkwo. I thank you for that. I think I love the fact that he spoke up. I love the fact that he gave his own opinion, and I think that is how a government or a society should talk. You said you do not have to agree with your principle in everything. He said, if it's the president say you a mumu, say yes, sir. I mean, you said, no, I'm not a mumu, sir. I'm a human being. When you give your own distinctive opinion, you allow your principle to understand that, okay, probably you've done something wrong. Let me gather your own opinion and see if it is, a reasonable opinion than that of my own. Then I can go with you. So you are allowing the man to rethink his position on his former actions, which I love what Kenneth Okonkwo did. It is his choice to leave and has no confidence because P2B refused to listen to him, and he gave his reasons in details. about Abure's election, the flawed election and everything. And he said, Kenneth Okonkwo is my dear elder brother. And I love the fact that he spoke up because he allowed me to rethink on my former choices. And these are the people I need in my, close to me. Not the people that with Tinubu right now that say the president says, the president this, the president that, and you have Ajure saying the president did not say so. So I think in my own opinion, I love the fact that he spoke up, but it is also his choice if he has no confidence in P2B, or he wants to leave, or he leaves the Labour Party. But I love the engagement of ideas that will allow his principle to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Olumide, the floor is yours. 30 seconds.
Thank you. So for me, Kenneth Okonkwo has the freedom of choice to associate and to speak up. That is what democracy and a civilized society is all about. It's all about. So I don't hold anything against him. The only way we can become critical of him is to question, or if we now know the motive behind him quitting Labour Party or criticizing his principle. So I think it's what we welcome in a free society where people can look at what happened. It was the Democratic Party members that spoke up against Biden contesting the election. In a society like ours, the president will probably have gone against those members, suspended them, expelled them from the party, or not being supportive, or one way, some kind of repercussion would have come out. But look at it today. He stepped down. So he has the right. For me, that is what democracy is all about, where people can express themselves. But when you begin to criticize the motive, is the motive to benefit himself personally? We don't know. The days ahead will reveal. Or is
Thank
it
you,
to
Olumide, for that.
benefit the people that he claims to want to represent? So.
Yeah, thank you for that. You are 100% right. The motive, and we will know in the coming days. That is actually where I am going. The motive, and we will know in the coming days why he had to take such. It is right. We are all correct in that. If you can stand up tomorrow and say electricity. I mean, some people in the comment section say electricity. We will pass a no vote of confidence on you as a moderator here. So we're waiting for Dr. Rudolph to fire you when he comes. No wahala. You're welcome. I would like to thank every one of you who will join in this impromptu broadcast. Like I said earlier, I'm going to highlight this again. An email that was sent around. I've read it. The Irish Embassy in Nigeria has put out a travel advisory for Irish citizens in Nigeria to register with them, those who have not registered, also to be on the lookout, and because of this potential protest that is about to happen. So using this medium to echo their travel advisory. Please do not ignore it. Those who are registered with them, including myself, got an email from them today, so I felt the need to put it out there. On Friday, I'll be back here again with an interesting topic again. I'll be back here on Saturday. Don't forget our ladies segment coming up. It's going to be very interesting. We're taking it on a different dimension this Saturday, and it will shock you, us men. And it's really against us men. We will shock you people. Olumide in particular, we will shock you. I don't think, Olumide, you are aware of the ladies segment because you've been away for a while now. I thought of you some few days ago, but glad to see your face again. Those of you in the comment section, thanks for joining in. The ones that love me and the ones that hate me, we are all family. I will remain family. As I play this closing song for us, let's enjoy, please. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Nigeria's call obey to serve our fatherland. We love and strength and faith. The labor of our freedom.
Sorry, I had to pause. I forgot to thank super chat from Miss Tokwe. Oh, thank you for your super chat. Even though I highlighted it earlier, I should have mentioned it again. Thanks for that super chat of yours. It's highly appreciated. Your support both in person and your donation is highly appreciated. Maybe next week Sunday we'll start to pay tithe and offering here, $1 each. If you will start, I'll start with you paying your tithe and offering here, $1 each. Uh,
Nigeria's call obey to serve our fatherland. We love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Hey, that's so. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria call obey to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom. In freedom. In freedom. Peace and unity. Arise, my people, arise, my people. With love and strength and faith. With all our hearts and minds we I'm about to go be down to from Warri to Lagos. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey to serve our fatherland. We love and strength and faith. The labor of our